Welcome back, LEGO Minecraft fans. This is Minecorp X here with another LEGO Minecraft set review. This is set number 21121. The Desert Outpost comes with 519 pieces. This set includes 2 skeletons, Alex, a wolf, and Steve with iron armor. On the look in the back, shows you all the cool things this can do: TNT launch, explosion functions, boat. Cool, dual going on right there with Steve and Alex. Alright, and of course, as always, they managed to slap their logo on every corner of the box. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this open. Alright, my trusty pair of shears on hand. Alright, there we go. And in case you were wondering, this is officially the biggest LEGO Minecorp set review I have ever done. Alright, push that aside. Surprisingly, there are only 4 bags in the set, but these bags are loaded. So I'm going to go ahead and get this Desert Outpost constructed, and then we can begin the review. Alright, here it is, the LEGO Minecraft Desert Outpost, topped off with everything you could ever need for survival. We will take a look at the minifigures later, just in a bit, but we're going to focus on the big thing first. Alright, so I'm going to start off with what I think stands out most in the set. On the top of the tower, you see this TNT cannon with the redstone torch. Well, just look at that, this is actually a piston. I thought that looked really cool how they did the pistons. And if you can see it, this on the back, the circular 2x2, is a new piece for me. So it's a piston. You press this little 1x1, and it pushes out whatever block. In this case, the TNT. So you're going to place your redstone torch to power it, and it pushes the TNT right below where you see this little function which we first saw in the snow hideout, where you press this little 4x4, and it explodes, just like that. Perfect effect for the TNT. I really liked how that was done. Right by that, they gave us a cacti. This is the second time we see this in LEGO Minecraft Wave 2, which is just a bunch of 2x2 side brackets. Those are all the pricklies, the studs, so I thought that looked really good in LEGO form. Going up, this is just finished off cobblestone wall lookout tower. Now we got the front door, which opens up by a pressure plate, which you can fit right in there with your LEGO Steve or Alex minifigure, and that leads right inside to this little, it's kind of like the main, open space for this outpost, where you can go to access anywhere else you need to. So I really like that. Now right to the side behind the cacti, you see this huge foundation of sand. It isn't really dug up. It's still protects the fort on all sides. You can't get in through here, but if you dig it up, this comes with quite the amount of sand blocks that can be removed for different combinations, and that is actually an opening right into the outpost. But good thing for Steve and Alex, it's all blocked off, so I don't think anything's getting in there anytime soon. So nothing really to worry about. It was really cool how they give us a big amount of sand blocks for just designing our own creations with those. More cobblestone wall, which we'll take a closer look at the water system after, and then just back here an extra sand plate. So there's not really too much going on here. Now here's where we get a bit in the agriculture and natural resources. We got a farming bit going on here with sprouts of wheat and young sprouts of wheat, both which include an extra sprout and 1x1 flower. And some sugar canes, which in the game of Minecraft do not grow on dirt. They have to be on sand, but I guess there's an exception for this one in LEGO. Taking a closer look at this waterfall, this is where another surprising function comes in. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your boat, which are bottomed off, I should say, with 4 2x2 transparent blue circular buffers, and that makes it very, very easy and slick to slide. So if you ever need a quick escape route, you're going to go ahead and get your Steve minifigure. If you ever need a quick escape route, just pop him down and he slides out. If you ever need a quick escape route, he slides out, whether to escape or into battle. This not only works on studs, but you can really take this guy anywhere on this boat. Moving along, we just got some more stone foundations surrounded by cobblestone wall. So the whole outer perimeter, except for the water slide, the water escape route, and some of the sand back here, is completely protected, completely barred off and fortified. So nothing's getting in here unless you want it to. So let's get a look at a closer layer on the inside. You can see we've got some crafting going on back here, complete with a crafting table and a furnace, which is not what you bake the cookie in, because that's crafted, but this set does come 2 cookies, an extra comes with the set. So that was cool, so Steve and Alex both have something to munch on. And right by that, a ladder you can use to get up to your TNT cannon and lookout tower. They got the color of the ladders a bit too dark, but nothing too big or serious I'm going to be worried about. Now, this whole base is on a hinge, so you can unfold a good lot of this to see the insides for this whole base, so it's really easy to get into. Like I said earlier, we're going to take a closer look at our unlimited water supply right in the back where you can't really see it too well. It's just 2 2x2 bricks with a 2x2 slope. We'll give you a look at that, which leads down into a little pond. So that was pretty useful, and there's some dirt for whether you want to plant something more there or just walk on. So that's pretty cool. Both these crafting units are rated on a simple 2x4 tan, just to show you where they go, I guess. Here's a look at the door from the inside. Pretty cool. There's a pressure plate and the door is on a hinge. Second part of this Desert Outpost is the little house we got going on in the back, which is equipped with a bed. I'm not sure if you can see it in there. right through the window, yeah. So there it gives you a bed. There's a look at your character in the bed. They kind of went off the game design as they did with the rest of the stuff, so they really got the look of the bed right, but unfortunately the minifigure's head doesn't even touch the pillow. That's what I thought was the one bummer with the bed. It's just kind of unrealistic, and probably uncomfortable, but other than that, it looks just like it does in the game. I was happy how that turned out. Put our hut back together. I don't want to call it a hut, I want to call it a house. Another interesting note, how the roof was built. They make you build 3 of these little combinations of 2x4s on a big plate. So 2 of those go for the roof, and then there's 1 for the top, which connects it. There is actually no 2x4 on the back, so that's probably to get your finger in there. Oh, how thoughtful they are. What I really do love about this whole hut is that the whole thing, the whole basic foundation is on jumper plates, so you can take off walls and you rearrange them in a very wide combination of things. I was really happy with that. That just added so much creativity to the set and things you can do. Really happy about that. I really liked all the different combinations. So it really added to the length of things you can do in this set, and more like in Minecraft. There are 3 primary hinges in this set. One is for getting just the Desert Outpost open, one is for getting in the hut. I really like that, it was really good for playability and stuff. I like the fence gate you can use to get in the door. That was a fence gate, looks really cool. Just like that, so you can open it wide enough for you to fit through. And also the hut, I just thought I'd stick all the necessities in the hut if you want more space outside, but it's really up to you. I just really liked how they gave you that option. So I'm going to close things back up. So on top. Here's an exclusive look under the whole thing. Just what's required to keep this thing not tumbling down. They've put a lot of bricks under where you're usually going to put pressure, but enough to hold it together. It's actually pretty sturdy. Now it's time to take a look at the minifigures included in this set. First off, we got Steve, equipped with an iron sword and an iron helmet. Purple legs and the normal for the rest of him. Now, I like what they did with the helmet because it isn't stud connected, because there are no studs on the head, that would ruin the look. It's just very tightly locked on and it fits perfectly. Was really happy with how that worked. I also like how they did the iron sword, just the same design we saw from Wave 1 of course, but they really captured the game in that. I really like that. Same thing for everything else on the Steve with the print on his chest and no print on the back. Think they still did a good job, even though he comes in every single LEGO Minecraft set. So I found no problem having another one. I'm going to go ahead and show you what Steve looks like with armor. The set includes 2 helmets and 1 chest plate, so I just thought it would look cool to see what it looks like on the characters themselves besides just the mobs. So you get your chest plate, stick it right on, stick on Steven's helmet and iron helmet. Woo, the chest plate and helmet. This is the same Steve we saw in the mine, so it was cool to have another version of him, the same we saw him in a quite more expensive set. So I was really glad it came with all the accessories. Alex, the standard female skin for Minecraft. This is the first set to include Alex. A lot more detailed than Steve. She's got brown legs, she's got front print and back print, adds a lot more to the character with orange hair. She's equipped with a not so dangerous compared to Steve pickaxe and a cookie. I'm sure she would like that, probably baked it herself. I think this was cool to see Alex added, and also I just thought an extra touch when she came with the cookie, which is also in the game. One of the few Minecraft things that are round. This is what Alex looks like in armor. Pretty good for her protection as she goes about the Desert Outpost, or if she ever needs to fight. So it's basically the same thing behind the different colors. I like how Alex has sand green arms. That was cool to add a new touch of color. So yeah. Now without villains there wouldn't really be the need of an outpost, so this set comes with not 1 but 2 skeletons. Thought it was really cool to see 2 of them. This is the second set to include 2 of the same mob, but I'm glad it does. This skeleton, what I find particularly intimidating is it comes with fully decked out iron armor. That's what scares me when it comes to Minecraft. Equipped with a bow as all skeletons, and if you have an extra spider, it can be a spider jockey, but this set comes with 2 skeletons. A very nice touch, and the perfect mob for a desert. Now there's a helmet, but the other article of armor is the chest plate. I really like how they did that. You're gonna have to take off the head to see how, but it's the Minecraft armor design, but it's got a little neck loop, so that fits right around, not the neck, but where the head fits in with that loop right there. So you just stick that on and it fits in rather nicely, tugs in snugly, and you have your armed, whatever it is. It could be any guy. Included exclusively in this LEGO Minecraft set is the Wolf, which is the first LEGO Minecraft set for Wave 2 to include a new piece made specifically for its uses, the Wolf head. Really liked how that turned out, looks just like the game. I really like also how they did the tail on the 1x2 with the 1 grab hand, so that to indicate how much health it has left, down to the tail. Yeah, so if you didn't play the game, it indicates how much health it has left. I really liked how they added that, so it still has that very important function. As for the face print, it just has what's necessary, as with the eyes and the snout, the muzzle, but that's okay. I think that was all it was needed, so I think it looks great. Complete with a crafting table, furnace, bed, TNT, cacti, door, boat, and a brick separator. This is a new design for the door of Wave 2 in LEGO Minecraft. They used to use 1x1 cylinders. Now, it used to be like really tall. Now they just use flowers, and also a slightly different design for the rest of the door. They use also a plate on the top. The handle is in about the same position, but it's a new look. I thought this one was a bit more Minecraft accurate, so I think it was definitely worth the change. Quite a lot of extras in this set, not to mention a brick separator. This includes an extra skeleton arm, skeleton leg, 2 brown flowers, a green one, a red stud, an orange and yellow 1x1, a cookie, a 1x1 brown, and a sprout. Now I really like this because there are so many things you can do with this Desert Outpost. You could be destroying an invasion of skeletons or simply just chilling out, and the whole thing is surrounded in cobblestone walls, so you're really fortified, you're protected, there's no skeletons getting to you or any other mobs. And there are so many other things. It comes with fire torches and all, and a lot of creativity included. I really just like this thing for everything it is. Now, another thing I want to go over is the amount of materials in this set. Not, of course, it's all plastic in the set, but what's supposed to be in Minecraft. Now, I kind of see that this is the color for dirt, the brown, but I think this is actually some raw wood at the top, and there's some of the different colors for maybe the top of the chunk or something like that. I really like the amount of fence posts they used for the windows instead of using glass. I really liked how they used so many of those, so you can actually take that apart and build your own fence if you would want to. The rest of it, though, is just sand and stone with the exception of water and some dirt. Not too much looking at that besides that. Then, of course, there's the cacti, which is its own material. Front door is wooden. There's the TNT at top. Yeah. So I just want to look at some of those. I really like the amount of things to use. Stone is probably the strongest, though, so that's what you're going to want to make your Desert Outpost out of. Now, of course, they had to make it like this. There's space to fit your minifigures or your micro mobs, whatever it is, anywhere in this outpost. There's tons of space for all these guys to go everywhere, so that's not a bad problem. I really like how it's spacious. You can fit quite a lot of things in here if you have a bigger collection. I also really liked how, just going into the little hut again, I really liked just the amount of space you have in there. You can fit a lot of things, a lot of people in there. You could take out the bed and stick in Alex, Steve, and the wolf, like they're having a little conference, or they're just hiding from all the mobs outside. I really liked how it was really spacious on the inside. A personal tip, what I'd probably do in the game is there's a nice patch of dirt right on the inside here, where that's probably where I'd stick all my wheat and stuff. So that way I didn't have to go outside to collect it or anything. It's a lot safer that way. I just thought that'd be a safer place so you don't have to go outside every time you want to get your food. And it's kind of ironic how there's like all this wheat and stuff. Same for the last set we saw all about growing food, the farm, how the mobs are skeletons, so that gives you bone meal. Just kind of ironic. And also, if you wanted to, you could take out that little 2x2s with the slope on top, a little waterfall, and place your boat in there, just kind of like to dock it. That fits in perfectly, actually, right down there. That fits in right there, but then again, that's probably not the best place to put it, because that's where you'll be getting your water source, isn't it? So you'll probably just want to keep your boat out, where you can sail off with it. Now here is probably one of my favorite features that you can just do to do a little trick. And what you do is you take off your roof of the house and open it up like that. You can actually use the roof segments to fill up the gap, to make it a nice patch of dirt to grow your plants on. We saw that on the back of the box. And that just fills it up just like that. And I think that is such a good use of extra, just a really creative use of the hinge features this has. And then there's a fence gate to protect any outsiders from coming in. So you can stick your crops on somewhere in there. I thought that was a really nice touch. And then of course, if you want to fold it back up, take it all out, close up the house, stick it like that, and then put your roof back on. That was really a smart move by LEGO for using just like a double feature in this set. That really added another perk to it. Now, some of our signature blocks, all of them, include these little circular 2x2 black plates on the bottom. That's so you can easily take things off. But if you want to get a little bit more game related or more game accurate using the included brick separator, which all sets over $60 do, I go ahead and just take those off, except for maybe not with the furnace if you're trying to burn it or cook something with it, because the whole bottom comes off too. So if you're not cooking anything with it, that looks fine. And the TNT, which is a plate higher than the other two in normal form, I go ahead and just take those off so it looks a bit more game accurate, because it's not too hard. If you grab it right, you can probably very easily remove it. Except for, of course, with the furnace, all these 1x1s, that could be a bit of a tussle. But other than that, that's what I do to make it a bit more game accurate. Quite some more things I want to go about in this set besides the set itself. First, this is the thickest instructions manual, but it's not the normal instructions manual. It doesn't have staples. It's actually made like a book binder. Just want to say that. Just found that interesting. It's the first time I've seen that. Also, some things in the back, since you don't really get to see those anywhere else. Getting there. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, dialect in the back. Not just about this set itself, about tons of other things you can do. There's all the functions and stuff. Really cool. Those are all the Minecraft sets. Just extras, and then of course the piece count. So I just wanted to share that with you. And of course, with all like Minecraft sets, inspiration includes. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a look at the inspiration included in the set and see what that's about. I'll go ahead and reconstruct this, and then we'll get a closer look. Alright, here it is, build number 2 for the LEGO Minecraft Desert Outpost. Now, there are pros and there are cons. Let's start with the cons because it's not that big. This just kind of leaves the rest of the outpost just kind of unprotected. I mean, I know it's still a block and a half, or a block and a plate too tall. It can't jump that high, so Yeah, it still protects, but seriously, you don't want to be sleeping in the open air. If you're sleeping near mob, you can't sleep if mobs are nearby. So that was just kind of the only thing I didn't like about this. Just a bit open and unprotected because you're focusing all your strength on this huge tower. It's 3 stories, 4 stories if you're including the bottom story and this very top story with TNT cannons. It's really big. Now what I like about this, well, con still, unfortunately there's only 1 ladder in the set, so you kind of have to reuse it, but I guess if you're building it you'll be up there anyway. Yeah, so I really like the amount of detail they took from the hut, or the little extra house, and they used in this tower, this lookout tower. I really like the 3D stone sticking out right from the side. You get the cobblestone walls, then you've got some extra stone sticking out. Really like the look of that. And then they used the fence post for the supports for the layer walls. I really liked how that looked too, and also how the floors. These 2 floors are brick tall. Just gave it extra thickness and extra stability. This thing isn't gonna fall on you. It's really tall. Now we see where they used our dirt or raw wood from the house roof is where the base of the TNT cannon is. This is where all the action comes in. Now, the one kind of problem with this is if you shoot it, it's gonna fall right in your base. Yeah, that's not where you want to shoot. So, little tip: if I could fix one thing, I would just take it off the 2 jumper plates on, and just turn it 90 degrees like that. There, and then shoots right on the same target from before. Perfect. Now, I also love the look of this. Just seeing Minecraft characters in action with this giant thing. We got Steve yelling commands to fight off the skeleton horde in that level, and then we got Alex sniping him down from the top of our archer tower. I thought that was just the perfect scenario for Lego Minecraft. That's exactly what you do in the game. I really just love that. And then of course we got our little guard dog for the bottom floor, if that even be necessary, if she hasn't taken down all the skeletons by then. Yeah, I just thought that it's just so cool. This is just I think this is probably the best inspiration included build I've seen in Lego Minecraft so far. I really liked how this looked. I might even keep it this way instead of the normal way. It looks really cool from afar too. Just a big tower ready to defend and protect from any mobs or any danger. But this is only the beginning of the endless creative builds you make with Lego Minecraft. Well, overall, I think this was a really good set. I could really feel the Minecraft in this set. That's what I really felt. It really had so much detail in it and so many things that were, oh, this is so Minecraft. It really felt like it was the game. I think they did a great job. Let me know what you thought about the set and be sure to check out all my other videos. This is Minecorp X and I will see you all next time.